1.5 weeks ago, I got a message on my WhatsApp from someone I know, someone I met some few years back, and he sent me a message, a video actually. In that video, there was this disaster, a whirlwind entered a particular village and took everything off, being destroyed houses, destroyed properties, left people helpless, frustrated, all sources of livelihood gone. And after seeing the video, I felt very terrible. I myself as a person, and even larger as an Akpan-Iquot man, and even much bigger as a citizen of the world. So immediately I was done from what I did in my office. The next day, I decided to go find this place. Truly, I have never been there, but through the video and the name of the village, because there was this footage on it, I went to the village and was lucky to meet the village head, the tailor, who confirmed the disaster. In fact, as I was coming into the village, I could see it myself. Houses destroyed, churches uprooted from, broken trees everywhere, electric poles down, everything. And these people are, subsistence farmers, people who are grappling to survive in life. And when I met the team who confirmed it, actually, he took me around. I met other families who were desperate, lost everything. I interviewed them, I asked questions, and it was very pathetic. With those footages of mine, I sent the message back to Mr. Sam who in the first place asked me to go check that out. And the next day he responded by saying, through the organization which he happens to be the president now, the Obiom Development Association, Houston, Texas, that they will see what they can do about it. And a few days later, he called me up and said I should find out the best possible way of how we could help them. And at best, they lost everything. Widows, lost houses, nothing to live on. So I thought first that, well, other big things are there to be done, but the first thing is they need to be fed. So I gathered a list of the things we could buy for them. Food stuff, rice, beans, Maggi, all those kind of things, spaghetti and the rest, something they can at least eat and see how it goes. And then they specifically also said through him that I should find out, especially the widow in the video, Mrs. Simabo, how we can relocate her. Yes, the organization might not have the money to build a new house, but at least to rent a place for the woman to stay, who has children and who's just lost the husband. So it was such a grand gesture, great enough just to say that this organization, Obiom Development Association, Houston, Texas, for those who don't know, the local government that had this disaster is the Uyo local government. The place is called Akpan-Iquot in Uyo local government. Obiom is the Obiom clan, as in Ubiom and the rest of it. So these two different local governments. In fact, you need to pass another local government in a tenant before you reach Ubiom. But for them to be so compassionate, that is not their local government. None of the indigents of that village is a member of this association. They have never even heard the name, probably most of them. But they will be so concerned to try. So I sent that list and funds were sent. First time we went, bought the things we needed to buy. The next time we sent money, we bought the things we needed to buy and were able to package them. I went back to the village to see the village and to actually ascertain the number of persons in the village. This is a village, inhabitants of about 250 to 300 people or more than that. The people affected by the disaster, let's say 350 directly. And we bought all we could buy and we packaged them. And we knew there will always be spillover. And we had to prepare for them too. And yesterday, we finished with the packaging. Today, through the help of the organization, Obiom Development Association, we were able to carry out the heart cry of every person, because so many persons really thought they could help, but they don't have the financial capacity. But the UDA Development Association, Houston, Texas, decided to take that on themselves and contribute their hard-earned money. You know, before I continue, God will bless them. Why I'm also enthusiastic, why I'm so excited is this is the kind of things I love to do. But maybe most times I do not have the capacity, the money to do it, the funds, or the right resources to do it. And they would come to do a wonderful thing like this. So today, finally, 12th of May 2023, they did, we had arranged, make the place a little bit okay, a little bit colorful. We got some decorations on to make them happy. You know, most of these people haven't seen most of these things. We got some seats to the town hall, and then finally we drove down there from the house. After packaging everything, we drove from New York. We chartered vehicles. One vehicle would convey the packages, the food packages, and one vehicle will convey the people helping, assistant to share those stuff, and the people that were packaging it. And the third vehicle was just to pick some other things. We had today to carry public address system and the rest of the things. And we arrived, and when we arrived, the drum was sounded. Different folks, you know, theirs is drum. There would be other people who would do phone call, and too many phones there. And once the drum was sounded, people started trickling in. The place was set, and we were set to go. And then we brought the packages, we dropped them out there in the town hall. I had the opportunity to present the president address, Mr. Sam Ubokudo, the president of the UDA Development Association.
UDA Development Association, Houston, Texas, President Mr. Sam Ubokudo, presented by Mr. Engineer
Legend. Dear people of North and Akpan-Iquot, when we first watched the after effect of the hurricane that rifted through your village in the video, our hearts broke. It is written in the Holy Book in James 2:26. So, faith without works is also dead. It did not matter which local government this incident happened. We were compelled by a collective moral responsibility to do what was right, and compassionate impulse triggered by emotional appeal to help those experiencing a disaster such as yours. We are unfortunately facing the consequences of human greed. Modern generation has lost respect for the air, and they are greed for comfort, speed, and commercial gain. Whether theories about global warming is true or not, one thing is sure: humans are damaging our beautiful planet. Akpan-Iquot mimoido iromi, ado mimoido ke. Si afre put get people mimoido doga. Toito Akpan-Iquot fokere mi konowo toito ke jin foya ri bo fone etoro. Ba afa me pedi, afa me rodi ma na de di mu. Enyo di on se na enyo ke na pe me ri ngoro mi ro ngami. Si ado afre pe mi don get ndo. Ayo wabo ya don we so mo afre pe mu ko. Don we so mo why go stay. You don we so UDA Development Association, Houston, Texas. Boy, I'm your boy. UDA Development Association, Houston, Texas. Sam Ubokudo. You know me, I didn't go and wear it. I am real, and if you're, boy, I'm your boy. were done with that, the village head had one of the things to say. They were so excited, and the excitement was full blown now when it was time to share those packages. Make no mistake, for some of us it might look small, but it's the biggest thing. Let me tell you something, in record, you gave those women an opportunity today to do shopping. They could go back with rice, beans was in that bag, spaghetti was in that bag, tomato in that bag, Maggi cubes, packets of them in that bag, a whole lot of things. So toilet tissue papers were inside of it, a whole lot of things inside of it, and they were so happy, they were so elated, they were so happy. They carted away one after the other, and good enough, very organized people. And it's food. Food is equal to money. Food is everything. So we needed to go with some security operative, private security, about 3 of them, in case people get too excited. But they could conduct themselves. They sat down, and the village had written names of, because we decided to arrange the name, most affected, mildly affected, not affected, because we knew certainly when it's about goodness coming from Ubiom Development Association from Houston, Texas, everybody will want to be a partaker. So we bought enough things, we got extra by the grace of God. We shared them to the best of our abilities, and then we were able to, one after another, persons were called up to pick up their packages. And it was enough for everybody. Then see, because we were prepared for, I didn't even mention, we brought in detergent, toothpaste, detergent as in washing soap, bathing soap, toothpaste, and the rest of the thing was still in that bag. And we, after sharing to the number, about 150 to 200 or more, we had a reserve because we always knew people would come. So finally, we had to make the people who did not receive to see after the others had gone, and we brought out what was left from our coffers and we gave it out. And most importantly, the widow in the video, and which UDA Development Association, Houston, Texas, planned to relocate to at least get her a place to stay for a while until something could be done. We were able to present them in the presence of the Etidon and the youth leader a sum of 50,000 naira.
Amesiere, Etidon, Amesiere, youth leader, Amesiere. Mboke isokinami, manke tata, agari kikwere. Si amai mabon kondoro, imabon a widow. Away be mama ba afemero mari yaro for moto modwo. Nyama to ayere je ge video. Ato ge mento ayere mo yu mama basi. Mbore da kekewe ndise. Ebo yari ndise mo. Etiron the manke tatan. E mai no token. Ebo yanye bene wami de mo di manan ndepu for mo nyong nenteron. In fact, eke bo yanye no ye ko jage rent for sia. Ibi fok mi mo mi benne. Se mi mo igeme di bo bu fa for. No ye. Ya get rent to fuck. It's why bandi on can I go for communio. Ben I'm got the 1,000 naira iba. Kefionke. I go is by euro. So after ya, I hand over on your board. The youth leader, I confirm the amount of money. I make a number of youth leader. I go if I get some bodies of the camera.
Me comment it. Me cut me. Now you know. Mrs. Simabong, Isaac Tom. Can no one say from the
UDA Development Association.
UDA Development Association,
Houston, Texas branch.
You know the sum of 50,000 naira. I mean, me but me confirm. Out of 50,000 naira. Me come about city no mambo yarabasi. It's in them voice you call me. Yarabasi say you are Jesus name.
Amen. The retiro of ya about present.
Mboke me come the association ke Boston, Texas. Ubio. Na me titi. Me kana mo edina eno awo me abra kirong me edina me 50,000 naira ibo ya nya ke yemde afo iwo me ko mo ji timbo ya pase ke mo e te be ni fio e twara e bono me wi fa ni e kikere edi di on no sanki ra wuyo ammo ite go to local government ni eni ma ambo ba se mo kam eno me 50,000 naira ira me ka 50,000 ni no imabo ini Isaac seven Kenyang abasi young before the year. Said the way to a formula before Kevin Bakara, Kenyang about Jesus Christ. Young come engineer and nephew is saying, now, yes, sir, I rather take risk as a freedom with book. As you say, mbo ya ba se yong ye ki ma se ye tu ya ko fo na ye ai tai te wo kan de fe ni me dong tu a re te wo mbo ba se yong ye yong de fo kenyan Jesus Christ.
Amen. Don't mind my bong for ya yon you.
Me come from more in the Ramian
Ubium Development Association.
Development Association.
Austin, Texas.
Boya, said young more. King of one Jesus. I thought you heard of my serum quite normal. Boya, says in a young no more. King of one Jesus.
C'est son title. Boya by said young friend.
In fact, I need to mention immediately after the packages were given that there was a session of prayer, and truly blessings will come to this organization, Ubium Development Association, because there was so much prayer for them. A session of prayer was not just one topic until the Tidong leader stood up, who is a man of God too. The youth leader to mention is a man of God, so he led in that session of prayers, and the Tidong summarized. Took photographs, we did interviews, people were so happy, we took shots, and all of us were so excited because everything. The youth were there, very excited. They got stuff, and they prayed for us, and not.
Development Association, Windstorm, Texas. Hey, you want to know I tell you, I'm going to go more now. More than I'm going to be on and primary special day, have a session on Noasa. No, Senator Timero, I didn't have a name of free. I forgive him for my Idara, say free way. And you need to make it senior, will make up in my guy going over. He go over city on came in on a tight in the food. Them was no voice of I'm more of a city, them my back of your mother. They don't work at them where I have a simple can be done more around them, can more around them. Association of your car is a moment come up with some fun. Come be a dealer, say, association of Kenama Tati, about every moment. You won't come here and for Guinea. Came and I make a little great and make it interior part. Can you know? I for being somebody want me, go here, go into the table of some. I didn't want to. I mean, they'll do you aid it in Europe and go. I didn't Canada take this as a
Some time ago, we started back to Uyo, which is the capital of Windstorm. It's about 20 to 30 minutes drive from the capital. I mean, Iquot as an icon. The people, the village that were hit with this natural disaster. And even as the president's address went, when I was reading it, the president, Mr. Sam Obokudo, president of the Development Association in Texas, actually took time to say they need to plant trees, which is they don't need to cut down trees. Their afforestation is very bad. Afforestation is the best thing. We need to plant trees to protect these houses against this kind of disaster any other time. They were happy. So on the summary, I want to say to all of you, gave me this opportunity to be part, because it is your own it's your own love and care that has brought me so much happiness today. All those prayers they were prayed, and they said, oh, the coordinator, whosoever did this, thank you for bringing, because let it be on record, we needed to spend all the money for the people. They needed it most, and we spent everything plus the little we could, as in our little efforts to make sure they got as much as they would want. They are very happy. I want to convey my thanks through them, their thanks rather, through me to all of you. They are very, very happy. Thank you so much, Ubium Development Association, Houston, Texas branch. Thank you so much, the president, Mr. Sam Obokudo. Thank you so much, the ESCO. Thank you so much, members. And thank you so much, dear Akpan-Iquot brothers and sisters out there. We are so happy. God bless you. God bless you. And God bless you. We are happy. Thank you. Thank you.
You